Hello, lovely people. I'm holding this with my hand because I didn't think to bring anything with me. It's a surprise I actually brought the phone at all. I'm currently at my dad's doing a final clean-up. I'm not sure what's happened. I think the last video was in my bedroom, I think, and I was talking about what was going on. Okay, I hate holding this phone. Can I put this here? There we go. We'll put that there. I'll stand back here. Well, I can't remember. There's been shit happen since then. The pre-settlement inspection is tomorrow, and I was supposed to come down on Wednesday, and my sister said, no, don't worry about it. Come down on Thursday instead, and we'll just get the last of the stuff done. I'm like, righto, sure, no worries. So I already had a rego check in McLean, which is closer to here than it is to Grafton. I had that booked for Wednesday, so it's like I had to drive down for that, then drive home, and that's terrible. That's so dark, isn't it? How about that? Will that be better? That's a bit better. And I can be a busybody and watch the traffic. I forget what it's like to live on like a main road, because I'm such a busybody. I like to see the cars going past and stuff. I used to love living on the highway because I'd sit out in the veranda and just watch the cars go past. It's quite relaxing. So anyway, I had to drive down for the rego check on Wednesday, then drive home. And then I drove back down here. I rang her Wednesday night like we talked about. I was to ring her Wednesday night, see what she was doing Thursday. So I rang her 3 times on Wednesday night. She didn't answer the phone. And I thought, well, we'd already arranged for me to come down anyway. So I came down. She wasn't here. The house is all the windows are open, but the doors are all locked. Oh, fuck. So I rang her 3 times again. She didn't answer. And then I messaged her and just said, hey, where are you? And then she rang me. And she said, no, she said, I'm done. I've packed in. She said, I moved out yesterday. And I've got to check that. Thai lime and mango. I've just sprayed Thai lime and mango everywhere because the fucking house stinks of dog. Mango and Thai lime. I wonder why I did it that way. Isn't it Thai lime and mango? Anyway, it doesn't matter. And she's like, no, I'm done. She said, I'm sick of it. She's got 2 friggin' days left until this. She said, I said, well, what about the stuff that's left here? She said, oh, no, I've organised for that to be picked up next week. I said, you can't do that. The pre-settlement check is on Saturday, and the house has to be in the condition that it's going to be on settlement. That's how it goes. How do you know that? I said, because that's the way it works. That's what's expected. She said, oh, that doesn't mean it's real. I said, it's in the contract, Sherida. Oh, I didn't see that in the contract. I said, well, maybe you should reread it. And just like, don't fucking care. She's just trying to boss me around and be a control freak and everything again. Like, I've let her be in control of everything, and of course everything's fallen apart, and I'm the one that's had to pick everything up. The deadbolt on the front door is broken, and I said, just fucking leave it, because it's broken. It was broken when they inspected the house. It was never said that it wasn't broken. Just leave it. Anyway, she's organised for someone to fix it. So luckily the garage door opener was supposed to be in the mailbox. It was not. So I had no access to the house because she wouldn't let me have keys, right? Because when she was living here, she's like, oh, you can't have keys to my house. I'm living here. And I'm like, well, it's half my house. I should get keys. But she'd never let me get keys, so I couldn't take any and get them cut. So I rang the real estate and said, do you know where this garage door opener is so I can get in the house and finish what needs to be done for the pre-settlement inspection. The locksmith had it, or some chippy had it, someone had it. And so he got that and brought it round, and he come round and we had a look at what needed to be done, and there's just a bunch of stuff that needed to be, like a full, like a big transit van, like the big one, full of shit. Luckily, I have a friend named Bree who runs a bloody distribution enterprise and has access to many vans. Otherwise, I'd have been fucking screwed. But anyway, so he messaged the buyers, and he sent pictures through, and they said they were happy for all the furniture that's in here to stay in here. So I didn't have to get rid of any of the furniture that was in here, which is good. But yeah, like there's a bunch of shit left. Like she's just left all of the really awkward last minute stuff that just would have required her to put in a bit of effort and responsibility, and just gone, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. So there's still, I don't know if there still is, I'm just about to go out and check, but there's a kayak, a cement mixer, which I'd love to take with me up to Charlie, but honestly, it's just another thing that's going to take up room in the removalist van. So, and then a bunch of scaff, which I would also love to take up with me, because my house is 2 stories and it needs to be painted, and I'm going to have to hire scaff. Again, stuff that takes up too much room. So yeah, so that's what I did yesterday. Came down here expecting to just help her pack some things, or, you know, just do like light duty stuff. Ended up having to pick up like full bags of cement that have been set because they're so old, and all that sort of shit. I did that all day. And then took that all to the tip, which cost $138. And yeah, and I'm back down here today. Luckily the keys were hanging on the key holder, so I've got the keys now. But I shut the house up when I left, and when I came back in this morning, it stinks like dog. She's like, my dogs don't stink. Everybody's fucking dog stinks. I don't care what dog you have, it stinks. For me, it's a stink. You might think it's a nice dog smell. I think it stinks. So anyway, so the whole house stinks of dog, which I thought it might, and I keep a bottle of room spray in my car anyway, because I thought the car was smelly. Turns out I just looked under the seat and Bree had left a mouldy fucking sandwich in there from when we went up to Charlie, which was, what, a month ago? We've been wondering what this smell is in the car. Anyway, that was kind of amusing. So yeah, so I've just sprayed the house. Now I can feel my throat closing up. Probably should have waited till I finished. And I'm just going to just wash the floors. I probably could have done a vacuum, but I forgot to bring the vacuum cleaner. I'm not going home and coming back because that's a 2-hour trip, and fuck that. So if they say anything, I just figured if the buyers say anything, I will just deal with that next week. The scaff and the cement mixer and that, I could probably just give those away on Facebook, so I'm not overly worried about those. But yeah, other than that, I've sort of just got to wash the floor and we're done. On my part, everything's been signed for the house up at Charlie. I have final approval for the house. I just have to get insurance, which, you know, of course I do. Which I have found there's only one place that will give me insurance, and that's Allianz. I don't know, one of them, but only one of them would insure the place. And that's $60 a week, so yay, that's more money. But, and this is where I can show that my luck is absolute shit. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Shouldn't be spraying fragrance around when I've got to breathe it in. So the conveyancer, Melissa rings me the other day, and she says, "Oh, just a heads up, the there's two people on my contract. There's the mum and the daughter. The mother, the other daughter signed as her power of attorney, right? Because the mum is in care, which is the reason why they're selling the house, because neither one of them want that, because they both got their houses. And both of them live in Charlie, I think. One in Alfred Street, one in Albert Street. So I've been kind of neighbours to one of them. The mum's gone from aged care into palliative care. So, I mean, that's terrible. I mean, no one wants to deal with a family member passing, but, and I'm like, well, so what does that mean for me? And she said, don't worry. She said, I'm just giving you a heads up. She said, but if the worst does happen, which is likely, she's not young, there's a thing we can do called early access, early possession. Yeah, early possession. It's even in the contract. So I can still buy the house, but she's going to apply for early possession, so I can still move into the house and keep my current timeline, but settlement won't be until they go through probate, because one of the daughter that's on the contract, not the one that has power of attorney, but the other one, she's actually the executor of the will, and there's no, as far as they know, there's no contest. It's just them two. So the house is still fine. And I'll just live in there until they get their probate sorted. We all know how long that shit takes. And then when their probate's sorted, then settlement will happen. So it sounds like I may be able to live in that house mortgage free until the settlement happens, because I'm pretty sure your mortgage doesn't pay out until settlement happens. So if that's the case, if it takes like 3 months for settlement, which means I'll have 3 months in there without having to pay my mortgage. So what I will do is put away the mortgage payments that I would have been paying every week. I'll put those away and use those down the track for reno, because the other thing about early possession is you're not allowed to do any reno, because it's technically not your house. You're living in it, and it will be your house. So I won't be able to put solar on, which means I'm going to have to pay electricity for however long it takes for probate. Won't be able to set up a soap room, although if I get really desperate, I'll just soap in the kitchen. I don't give a shit. But we'll try not to because of the smells. Yeah, so I won't be able to paint or anything, which is... I found the silver lining in that the time it takes for them to get probate will give me time to really drill down into what I want to do, whether I want to put a shed or brick in downstairs, or, and just lock in all of that sort of stuff. Like, I've also been thinking I want to get a heat pump. Instead of just like the hot water tank that we have now, get a heat pump instead. Because they work really well with solar, and because I'm going to have such a big solar system, like I'm getting a 13 kilowatt system, 16 kilowatt system, I don't know, one of the two, I can't remember, but it's more than what I use now, and it'll be more than adequate for a battery down the track. But if I get a heat pump system, you can set that up so it only heats your water in the middle of the day. Like, I'm doing this because this is like a time period, like between 11 and 4 or 10 and 4 or something. You can set it to whatever times, and it will heat your water when your solar is doing the most, right? And then you've got hot water all the way through until the next day when it heats up again, so that you're not using electric, because most people shower at night, right? Or early in the morning. So it doesn't use electricity off the grid. It uses the hot water that you already have stored from heating with the solar. So it literally doesn't cost you anything. It's just heating from the sun. So I don't mind paying a bit of extra money up front and having a little bit less if it's going to mean that down the track I'm not ending up with I just got a $450 electricity bill, and that's got no hot water on it, because our hot water is gas. And I had to get a gas bottle recently that was like $160 fucking dollars. It's like, so if I can avoid those things, I don't mind paying like $4,000 for the heat pump system. I think it's $3,200 that I was looking at. So it's going to be more, probably at least $1,000 installation, probably more. Everything costs so much money. But yeah, no, I would rather pay that up front and then never have to pay for electricity and hot water. And yeah, I just find that big bills like that, like the rego and the electricity, they're such big bills that I struggle to pay them. So, but yeah, so that's where we're at. Oh, so did I finish that? I didn't. So anyway, she's the lady that went to palliative care has passed, which is why I was talking about probate. So yeah, so now the conveyancer, Melissa, she said, just keep going ahead with what you're doing. She said, because she knows what my plan was, because as soon as the settlement money comes from this place, because this place settles next Thursday. And then once that settlement money comes in, I've got until the 11th of September. Next Thursday is the 29th of August, I think. I have until the 11th of September to get my building and pest and electricity inspections done and squared away. So as soon as I've got the money, I don't want to book anyone in just in case I jinx it. I'm not superstitious, but here I am being superstitious. I also don't want to screw people around with their time and stuff. I don't want to book someone into an appointment that I'm then going to have to cancel if something happens. So I have spoken to one building inspector. He only does building, no pest, and he wants $1,155, and I think that's way too much. So I found another place, I think they're called Casper or something like that. And they do building and pest. So I've been waiting for a call back from them, but I haven't got one yet. So I'll give them a ring probably on Monday. I'm supposed to be going out for lunch with Bree, but she hasn't answered me. I also haven't washed the floor. That's where we're at. I have packed some stuff, not a lot. It's kind of funny, like, I guess I still don't believe it's true. Like, it's been such a hard slog to get to this point, and bad shit just keeps happening. Like, the last thing I thought was Sheridan, with just like 2 days to go, was just going to throw the towel in and just leave me with the shit at the end. It's like, the fuck is wrong with you? And then I found out that she hasn't paid any electricity in the last 6 months that she's lived here. So there's the massive electricity bill, which she will be paying. But she's left. I wonder if she knows, because she's pretty sly, but she said, can you cancel all the things like the electricity and the internet and stuff? And I said, yeah, sure, that's not a problem. So I'm wondering if she knows, but don't worry, I'll make sure that the electricity people will be sending the invoice to her email, and she will be responsible for that, because I'm not paying that shit. I'm happy to pay the rates. I mean, I paid half the water rates, which I think is rude, because I didn't use any water. But the house rates, the land and that's fair enough. That's what you have to do as a homeowner, and we own this home half and half. So I'm not paying electricity. My landlord doesn't pay my fucking electricity, so no. But yeah, anyway, so that's enough whinging, because I was like so angry yesterday. Like, every time I turned a corner, there was just something else I had to do, and I was just so angry at her. And I woke up this morning and I was in so much pain, like, because when I get really angry, I grit my teeth. I think I just grit my teeth a lot. It's just a stress thing. But I must have been so angry, because I had a really bad night's sleep anyway, that I just must have grit them really bad all night, and all the pain, like all in here and all in the back of my neck. Like, it just causes so much pain. I've now been breathing this stupid fucking high lime and mango. I shouldn't have sprayed it, but at least I can't smell the dog anymore. Can't smell anything because everything's blocked up. But so that's my life right now. So all it is just I'm going to wash this floor. I'm going to hand the keys down to the real estate and tell them to keep them, seeing as settlement is on Thursday, and then that way she's got no access to the house either. It's just a matter of waiting until Thursday now and hoping everything goes right, and hoping that the inspection tomorrow goes well, and I'll just do what I have to do next week to square things away. And yeah, They don't ask me to go and pick up the dog poo in the backyard because I'm not picking up the fucking dog poo in the backyard because they're not my dogs and I'm not picking up dog poo because that's disgusting. Nah. I also didn't bring anything with which to do so. So, yeah, and the bin's so full I wouldn't be able to fit it in the bin if I tried. But yeah, that's my life right now. So, yeah, I'm very tired. I stayed up until 1 o'clock this morning coding, learning how to code. I used to be able to code. I knew like JavaScript and CSS and HTML and, you know, all that stuff, but it's all different now. Like there was no such thing as React back in the day, and it's just, yeah, so I'm getting ChatGPT to code something, and then I go and put it in my thing and look at it and look what the code does, and then go back to ChatGPT and tell me why it does what it does so that I can understand what part of the code does what. And I mean, it's been really good. Like, it's like, oh, of course, that makes perfect sense why that does that. So instead of just trying to figure it out on my own, which I mean, I've got a bunch of manuals there and a bunch of video tutorials, but I just find it easier if some it says, this does this because this. So they talk about the different ways that men and women learn, or boys and girls, when they're in school. And I don't know the science specifically in that. I think there is, but I'm very much sort of like a monkey see, monkey do kind of learner. I learn better if I see someone do something rather than having it explained to me. I think that's why I'm so verbose when it comes to tutorials and stuff, because I feel like I need to over-explain it because I'm not necessarily showing how it's done, and I learn by seeing. So I guess I'm trying to show with my words. I don't know. I actually like teaching things. Like I like teaching how to make soap. That I really enjoy, but I don't know. I think I'd probably, like I say, I'd be a terrible teacher because I'd be so cranky, but I honestly, the more I think about it, the more I think that's probably not true, because I love soap making so much. I think that the joy of teaching it to other people, because like when people buy my soap book, it's like, it gives me so much joy. I know it's stupid, but it really does. Like, oh, here's another person that might learn how to make soap, and it's so dumb. But I just, yeah, so I'm keeping that little nugget in the back of my brain, because up in rural Queensland, central Queensland, where it's very, you know, there's nothing. Like the closest Bunnings is 6 hours away. Spotlight is like 8 hours away. There's fucking nothing out there. But they do have some really interesting classes, and they have this creative space in Charlie. So, you know, I might put my name down for some soap making. I might just do like a melt and pour class or something first off, to sort of gauge how I am as a teacher, maybe, before, because I mean, coldprocess is a whole other fucking kettle of fish. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking and get this floor washed and get out of here, because I'm sick of not being able to breathe. That's a bit much. It's a bit scratchy in there now. I hope you're enjoying this bumpy ass ride. It's like a fucking roller coaster, isn't it? It's like, oh yay, this has happened, and then oh my god, this has happened, and then oh okay, yay, then it's like, oh no. It's like I was going to buy a trailer. Bree says no. She said, you can't buy a trailer. She said, your car, you'll burn the motor out. She said, trying to get it up over the range. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to go the Glen Innes way. I'll go the Toowoomba way. And that range is not. She said no. She said, don't, it's a fucking 3-cylinder car. She said, I've driven it, it's gutless, you'll burn it out. So this great idea I had for the trailer and taking a trailer load up on settlement date, which is probably not going to happen now anyway. I mean, I guess yeah, it's just a lot. So I'm back to getting roof rakes, which is an issue. Like, don't even that friggin' French car, friggin' Euro cars, $70 goddamn for a windscreen wiper. I'm not even joking. For one, not even two, just the driver's side. I can't swap them because the driver's side one's this long and the passenger side one's this fucking long. but the driver's side one, so I drove down 2 days in a row in the rain. It's not raining today, obviously, but it had bits out of it, and it's like right as it's going backwards and forwards, just right across here. So there's rain pissing down. So I'm like driving like this, trying to see under the lines and then over the lines. So yeah, $70 for a fucking windscreen wiper. I assume it's the whole arm. It can't just be for the blade. If it's just for the blade, I'm going to get the shits. That happened. And it's not only that, but it's a special order, so I have to wait 2 weeks to get it. So even if it did rain today, it would have helped anyway. And I'm moving somewhere that rains half as much as it does here, so what the fuck is the point? And then I booked in for a service because the car needs a service. And then was all excited because I booked in, and it was like, then I got home and realised that I can't do stuff on Tuesdays because I have to take Curtis places on Tuesdays for legal purposes. It's just like, oh my God, it's just everything, isn't it? All of the time. But like I said to Kurt, I said when good stuff happens, you don't tend to focus on that because, you know, it's just good stuff. But when the bad stuff happens, you focus, you're not like it's always bad stuff. You just have to step back and remember it's not actually bad stuff all of the time. You're just focusing. Like, yes, I can say there's a whole bunch of bad stuff that's happened, like just in this last week. But there's also been good stuff. Like my conveyancer, Melissa, she's a fucking legend. She's like, don't worry. She said, oh, I've got it sorted. Because she's also a solicitor too, so that helps a lot. So if you ever need a conveyancer, get one that's a solicitor and a conveyancer because they know extra law. I mean, conveyancers know what they're doing anyway. She's just like, I'm just giving you a heads up. She said, don't stress. Everything's fine. She said, I've got your back. Just letting you know. She said, and then anytime anything happens with you, just let me know. So this place will hopefully be gone on Thursday, and yeah, I was going to take you for a walk through the house. Did you want to see the house before I go? Ooh. You may as well get a look at Dad's house. Let me turn you around. Okay, so this was a house that Mum wanted. This is basically Mum's design, Mum's colours, Mum's everything. Although Sheridan's taken all of the curtains that were in here. There was burgundy curtains because that was Mum's favourite colour. So this is one of the front entrances. There's two, but this is the one that everybody uses. And then there's this little like formal lounge, which originally was just the lounge. And the TV used to be over there. And then you come into the kitchen, which is big because Mum loved the kitchen, loved to cook. So there was lots of cupboard space. Fridge used to go there. And then the dining room, and that was the Dad built that, and it had like a stereo and books and shit on it. And then that's the actual front door, which I actually broke. I'm the one that broke the deadlock. I did make a video about it, but it was a bit chaotic, so I never posted it. But Sheridan threatened to kill me, like literally threatened to kill me, and then she stomped off out the front door, so I kicked the door shut from back here somewhere, and that's why that deadlock is busted. Oh fuck, that's what I forgot. God damn it, I forgot the glue for this thing. Oh well, I forgot it now, it's too late. So then there's the garage, which doesn't smell like friggin' Thai lime and mango, and you can see it's a beautiful sunny day. That's the hallway. We go down into what was Mum's room originally. Built-in wardrobes. Chaotic video. This was a spare room when Mum was alive. After Mum passed away, Dad moved into this room because it's got, like, he had really dark curtains and it's like the darkest room in the house. And then we go into the bathroom, which was massive, which was another Mum thing. So I painted the border on Mum's request. That's what it looks like. It's got like spongy rubber stuff as the top. It's kind of weird. We do weird things. But yeah, it's got little butterflies, little flowers. It's just a stencil that I made and then just stenciled it all the way around. Then we go down the hallway, down into the massive laundry, which could be another bathroom if you really wanted it to be. And then that's the back door, which nobody uses. And there's a little sort of area out there, again, that nobody uses. Apparently this door doesn't open, so I didn't try the key in it. And then, yeah, this is the master room. Which you're not allowed to call it a master anymore, are you? The sexist or some shit. This is the entertainment room. This is where all the parties happened when Mum was alive. I say that not much happened in this house once Mum passed away, because Dad's not that kind of person. But this is the room we used to party in. Every party we had, there'd be food and drinks, and then out the back is the oh, I got that burn thing. Fuck. Yeah, just the patio, sort of screened in for them Aussies. That's where Mum used to smoke her cigarettes all the time. Yeah, that's it. So, and I've got to clean this floor because I've made a mess. You can see my Converse marks all over the floor. Yeah, that's it. And that was Dad's computer desk, which, of course, his computer is no longer on it because it's now at my house. All right. Next video will probably be, I don't know, packing video, or now if Bree and I do go for one more trip up to Charlie, which I'm hoping we will, because the plan was to get the key, go up, do the pre-settlement inspection the day before settlement, which is kind of pointless, but stay the night in a motel and then pick up the keys on settlement date and then stay that night in the house so that I would be able to stay my first night of owning the house in the house. But it's kind of pointless. Like, it's not, because I can still take a load of stuff in the car and on the roof racks that I eventually get. But it's also kind of pointless because it's not settlement date. But we'll see anyway. I don't know. But anyway, I'll keep you updated. All right. Bye. Watch everything fall to pieces now.
Yeah, that'll do.
So, I just thought I'd pop in. God, look at me. I look terrible. It's because I feel like fucking shit. I make a lot of videos lately saying how, I'm being hopeful and shit. And I am being hopeful and shit. I can't do those. But, the reality is, I have scoliosis and sciatica, and my body doesn't like me very much sometimes, which is why I'm currently laying in bed filming this and not doing a very good job of it. But we've just spent 2 days cleaning up the shit that Sherida was supposed to do, all the things that she said she was going to take. So it all got left out of the bins that we got. I can't see anything without these things on. I assume the camera's there. Yes, there. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of ColourBond sheets and stuff that we didn't put in the bins originally because she's like, oh, no, I'm going to keep those. I need those. And all this stuff. And, I'll sell that and I'll do this. So paid for 3 skip bins, which are $460 each. And then she got another one without asking me. And then I had to get another one because the last one she got, she filled up with her own shit. And then I had to get another one because of all the stuff that she left behind when she just chucked a wobbly last week and was like, I'm out. Yeah, and has left all this stuff behind. So a trip to the tip wasn't enough, and that was $130 as it was. And yeah, just because the skip bin couldn't go out the back, it had to go out the front on the cement driveway, and everything that needed to be moved was out the back. And like there's a big workbench and also Dad's computer desk, and it all had to be taken apart, cut up with the grinder because a lot of it was metal frame and bits of metal that were too long to fit in the bin. And then all the MDF that was on top of all the furnitures, for the tops of the furnitures, like, for the bench tops and stuff, all of that all had to be cut up because it wouldn't fit in the bin because it was too big. Excuse me. Yeah, so spent hours both days, like 4 hours each day, just hard slog. And my body has just decided today I was going to do a whole lot of stuff, get the electricity disconnected or at least get that started, and the phone and the internet and all of that. But I just, yeah, no, my body has said, no, you're done. So, yeah, so I'm not doing real good today. But I thought I would make a video and show you, because you guys know that I always like to be as truthful as possible, and I don't want to sort of just be like, oh, yeah, no, it's okay, it's all good. But no, sometimes it's really not. Like, I mean, I whinge a lot, but still, you've never seen me like this. So I thought, yay, let me show my complete vulnerable side, because, I love showing people that. Good news, I guess, is... What's good news? I'm trying to think of something. I'm not dead. No. Good news is the settlement is on Thursday. Today's Tuesday, so there's only 2 friggin' days to go until hopefully this bit is over. I have so much to do. Like, this laying in bed business is just, it's not good. It's really not. But I just do not have the mental or the physical capacity to do anything today. It's just been nice that, Kurt's gone off to do his course. It's been nice to just have a bit of a break. Just considering irritable bowel. So that's the thing, like, I punished my body for 2 days and didn't eat whilst we were doing it. So irritable bowel, I don't know if this happens with anyone else, but I find my irritable bowel will kick in more often if I go all day without eating and then eat like just dinner, like nighttime, just eat dinner at nighttime. I think it must shock my system enough that it goes, oh, we're going to have to get rid of all of this, or something along those lines. I don't know. But I do find if I don't eat sort of within like 4 hours of waking up, then my body starts to freak out a little bit. So, but yeah, so I did that for 2 days, and then today it's gone, yeah, okay, fine, right, well, we're just gonna empty everything you've eaten in the last 3 days. It's like, oh my God. Because I had ice cream, so yeah, that's never a good thing. But anyway, so hopefully everything's fine now. I didn't get rid of absolutely everything that the buyers wanted me to get rid of. There was a cupboard, but there was literally no more room in that skip bin. So I think we did an amazing job. Yeah, So that's it. That's all I'm hoping. What's they saying? Oh yeah, no, I know, because I've got to get all the friggin' inspections for the house at Charleville. I have to get all that done by the 11th. Today is the 29th, 28th, 26th, I think, today. So yeah, but I just asked on the Charleville. I know that's wobbly. It's just because my hand just shakes. The Charleville community page has asked for recommendations because I've gotten one quote. Well, I've contacted more than one person, but I have got one quote for a building inspection. It's building only, no pest inspection, and it's $1,155. It's fucking insane. Like, I'm not paying that much. It's just ridiculous. Just because it's out there. There's a whole lot of builders out there. So I've got a few more to ring. But pest inspection is going to cost around about $300 by the looks of it. I'm not overly worried about that. I have not spoken to anyone about the electrical yet, I don't think. Or maybe I did. Maybe that was $300 too. I can't remember. There's one there called Southwest Tech, I think, and they do solar as well. So even though there was a message from Charleville Community Group, they do solar installs as well. So even though I still plan on going with Nick at Country Solar, I think they're called, it never hurts to get a bunch more quotes. So I might learn something in the process, and I do like learning. So anyway, but this is just 8 minutes of me laying in bed waffling. I was looking at all my alcohol pens in the background and all my pencils. So I did try to colour in bed, but about a week ago, but that just didn't happen. It's not very comfortable, not very practical. I had the shits, so I was just hiding in my room just with the shits. It lasted a day. So I can feel myself kind of shutting down because I know how close it is to sort of this one, like selling the house part being over, but then there's no room from selling to getting everything ready for the buying, yet that's kind of sort of, with the lady dying, and the probate that they're going to have to get and stuff. It's like, it's just, I don't know. I'm just tired. I just want one thing to go right. So, well, no, you know what? One thing did go right. The people that did the my brain's not even functioning. The skip in. The people that did the skip in, Gardeners skip ins in Grafton. She was awesome. Cash. I can't. This is. When have you ever seen me like this? Seriously, from laying down and not being able to think straight. What was I saying? Should be a really good deal. I was going to just get a 2x2 skip bin because couldn't really afford another 4x2 skip bin, and she did me the price of a 2x2 on a 4x2 because we'd already gotten 4 skip bins off her. So that was just fucking amazing of her. And I actually went down there this morning and gave her a candle and her money. And it was so nice to meet her, but she was not what I expected. She's like a hippie with the dreads and everything. But she's so cool. But I understand her name now. Like, her name is, like, she calls herself Cash, like Kash, but it's like cashmanina or some, I can't remember. It was really pretty, whatever it was. But no one can pronounce it, so she just calls herself Cash. But I can see it now. I'm assuming her parents were hippies and they've just given her some weird-ass friggin' name. But she's lovely, so... Yeah, I've given them a nice big review on Google. So I'll get Kurt to leave them a review as well, because they would, like, seriously, they were outstanding. Bins were dropped off and picked up almost instantly. Pretty much I rang on Sunday lunchtime. No, it was Sunday morning, actually, and said I need a bin and worked it all out with her. And that was dropped off Monday morning. She said they would have dropped it off Sunday, except they were heading out. I mean, that was a Sunday. Like, people aren't expected to be at work on a Sunday. So, yeah, so she rang me on Monday morning, let me know that the bin had been dropped off. Like, she didn't have to do that either. So, yeah, they're top-notch. Absolutely top-notch. I couldn't have asked to deal with better people, honestly. The drivers are great. They're great. So, hopefully, I'll have to get one more bin. Not for Dad's. Dad's is done. But I'm going to have to get a little 2x2 for me here. Because I know me. As I'm packing, I'm just going to get the shits and just say, yeah, no, fuck it, I'm just throwing this shit away. And there's already stuff that I want to throw away that I could put in the bin, but we will require a bunch of work. Whereas if I put it in a skip bin, I can just throw it in a skip bin. Like, I've got a bunch of old slow cookers with wax in them. And, like, they're all rusted on the inside, so I can't heat them up to get the wax out of them, but I can't put them in the bin as they are because they're too heavy. So, yeah, but I can put those in the skip bin because they don't charge you any extra for weight on the skip bins. So, anyway, all right, well, that's now 14 minutes of me waffling, and now I'm scratching my arm and making the camera go wobbly. Yeah, but yeah, I'm still being positive. I'm just being positive as I lay down in pain. Yeah, no, my back's absolutely rooted. I've got cuts here. it's the other hand. I've got splinters. I had metal in my finger. Because stupidly, didn't take any gloves down there. Got the grinder out. Got the table saw out. No gloves. So and because we were picking up friggin' like MDF and particle board and ply with the three woods we were working with, and the MDF and the particle board, like picking it up, and you could just feel like in your arms and that all the little icky bits all stuck. I think that's why I'm just scratching my arm so much, because that was where I was picking things up. Oh, also, it's upside down. It's hard to show you. You can see that is a 13. It's very hard. That's a 13. It looks like a B, but it's not. It's a 13. I just thought that was really interesting. The number of the house I bought was 13. So, and I don't think 13 is an unlucky number. So, 'cause I don't believe in that rubbish. So yeah, I have it on there because it is a Megadeth album. But I just thought that was cute that I have my house number tattooed on my arm. But yeah, it's just I'm to the point now where the excitement is ramping up, but it's like I'm still that note of doubt and terrifiedness is still sort of like it's still there, just after Thursday, after settlement, after money hits the bank, I guess, is when I will probably just fully accept it. So maybe it won't be till next week. Who knows? Who knows how fucking slow that's all going to go? I have so many bills. My Reggio's due on Saturday. Saturday. I've never left my rego this close before. I haven't paid any of it because I've got no money. I've got $10 in the bank. And I'm only going to chuck 6 months on it because I have to change from New South Wales to Queensland rego, so anything I pay is just going to have to be refunded anyway, because they'll have to change over to Queensland rego. And B, I don't know if I'm going to keep the Renault. Don't get me wrong, love the car, love how comfy it is, such a nice car to drive, but $70 for a flippin' windscreen wiper blade is just absurd, and that's like, it's to be expected. It's a European car, and and it's a Renault. So getting parts is hard. Everything has to be special ordered. And I live somewhere it's technically a city. It's a small country city, but it's a city nonetheless. So when I go move out into a town with 200 flipping people, a European car is not the best thing to have. So I've been looking at other SUVs. I'm not going to buy, it's unlikely I'll buy something brand new. I'm probably too stingy for that. I want a Vitara or a Swift. But the thing I want the ability to pull a trailer, because once we move up there, if we want to go to Bunnings is 6 hours away. So it's going to have to be like a 2 monthly, every 2 month trip or something, take the trailer, buy a whole bunch of shit. But then, just for picking up stuff around town and that, even like if I go to Mitre 10 or Home Hardware, so they don't have to deliver, if I've got a trailer, I can just pick shit up. But this Renault, it's a 3-cylinder car that just, yeah, and it's going to be expensive to fix anything on it, which we already talked about and I already knew. So I'm looking at maybe like getting like more people commenting on that post. Yeah, like maybe like a Mazda or something. I don't know. I think there's the CX-9, is it? So yeah, an SUV. But I don't want to get like a big SUV because I don't like the spatial awareness in the Renault now. I don't like it. I really don't like it. And reversing cameras just, I don't know. I guess I'm getting the hang of it. Like, I guess. I've had it for a while now, but because I have to reverse every fucking day. So, and reverse park every day. So I am getting the hang of it, but I still don't like it. And now it's been 20 minutes because, if it's not a half an hour waffle, is it even one of my waffles? Of me just laying in here with my great big chin, which I think is hilarious. It reminds me so much of my dad. I don't look like my mum at all. I look like my dad. I act like him a lot too, which I shouldn't admit, but it's so true. I remember saying yesterday to Curtis, I said something, I said, yes, I'm well aware of how much like my father I am. So, yeah. All right. No, I'll stop now. Yeah, so the next video was not me packing. It was me laying in bed feeling sorry for myself. But I am okay. Don't stress. I'm all fine. I just think I just need this little bit of time to just chillax. I should be making phone calls, but whatever. I'm not. And the world will not end if I wait until tomorrow to make the fucking phone calls. So, yeah. I can hear the ice cream sloshing about as I giggle, so I probably should get up before that makes me feel gross. So, thank you for listening to me waffle. It's nice to have someone to talk to. So that's pathetic. Fine. So, All right. Let's go and read some posts now. See what people have to say. All right. Thanks you. Thanks you. Right. Okay. Yeah. No. No. I'm brain dead. That's it. I'm going to be a Tesla. I'm going to plug myself in, recharge, and start again tomorrow. Bye.